Hello and welcome to Z. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. We're talking about an automobile aficionado. Regarding BMW or Bavarian Motor Works' second most valuable brand in the world at an estimated to be worth $27 billion, the company's headquarters in the Bavaria, Germany's BMW took off one in 1917 when it was still under its previous Rapp Motors, a company that made airplanes. Current engines used in the First World War north of 90 billion are generated by the brand. Annual sales revenues of euros. With the following are 15 suggestions for didn't aware that BMW was the first. BMW constructed an engine for the German aircraft during World War I. The Air Force and airplane was required throughout the war. A modest number of engines on the German side. Rapp Motors Company amalgamated with Otto Berg, a builder of aircraft, in order to satisfy war's demands. With the engines they produced were said to as the world's best engine. The famed German fighter of World War I, known as Manfred von Richthofen-Berg's Red Baron Rapp Motor van airplane engine manufacturer GmbH, that undergone this merger. As a result, more mergers and modifications to become ultimately BMW AG's number 2 competitor. BMW exists because of the Treaty of Versailles. Initially entered automobiles when Germany suffered defeat in the First World War, prohibited from building any military aircraft or warplane engines. Based on that was signed the Treaty of Versailles. After the war, since BMW's debut, the industry was manufacturing war engines under the Rapp Motor and Berg names. Its business was entirely destroyed. It began making motorcycles at the simultaneously, but discontent with doing so, Limited made the decision to diversify, which when it debuted its first automobile, the BMW 315 or the Dixie 315, which was its original name, it was popular at the time and is still now. A current example of a classic car icon. Third, the BMW logo combined elements from the national flag, the Rapp Motor logo. The widely held belief about Bavaria's colors, the fact that the famous BMW logo is a spinning propeller, is entirely untrue. Rapp Motors was one when BWF was established. Of its principal members, when the BWF turned in 1917, the Rapp Motor was included into BMW logo. In addition to the blue, and the state colors of Germany are white. Where the business was and is now, Bayern is based on the fourth BMW, produced in 1937, the world's quickest motorbike record. Another recognizable BMW automobile in the world was the adept at aerodynamics and supercharged motorcycle that reached a speed of 173 miles per hour, which was such a speed back then was a development in the automobile. Even though the bodywork was covered, so a rider would almost certainly be the if you become stuck in it in an emergency. It remained the fastest in its category and remains regarded as one of the legendary. The fifth most common BMW invention, the pricey BMW model, is the NASCAR M12. Surpassing all price tags ever applied to a BMW's NASCAR M12 production has an estimated to be worth $1 million. We use the word estimated because the aura surrounding the automobile has been similar to the mystery surrounding the 1991 designed NASCAR M12. Batmobile can compete with any other BMW with ease. A car with the benefit of 26 years old, the V12's technical development, the NASCAR's engine travels at 200 mph point and is able to range from 0 to 60 in fewer than 4 seconds. Thus, this car effectively developed in 1991 with the future in mind, as there is no official price tag for it. Instead of set on it, but collectors, the NASCARs were founded on rumors. 2011 pricing, a collector listed one on the $1.1 million on the market. However, the rumors suggested an estimated price for this vehicle surpasses the $3 million milestone, and moreover, it hasn't been formally stated the number of NASCAR M12s that generated. But once more, according to rumors, there are, if any, there are 3 of these evil men. A Lexury spotter NASCAR M12 of you. There was a rumble nearby that would make BMW produced video number 6 for one sexy video. Company produced their first electric vehicle in 1972. This all-electric model of BMW was that automobile was incredibly popular at the time. The 1602 from the Munich Olympics in 1972, however, the innovation fizzled off. By the well-known catastrophe that occurred at the vehicle had 12 batteries at the time, and it wasn't safe to drive up to 19 miles at once. Not quite a product that could be sold, but basically, it's an engineering exercise. Its name was inscribed on the first steps of the progression of electric cars. 7th, the BMW corporate headquarters intended to resemble a BMW engine. The BMW corporate office is shaped like a crucial four-cylinder engine. This four-cylinder BMW vehicle's heritage powered by engines. The production of every fuel-efficient vehicle imaginable, it has been the same ever since BMW launched them. Power plant that powered the aircraft carry the best, advised the illustrious Red Baron. Not just an engine in World War I, it's amazing how much history BMW has. The 8th BMW creates the interiors of trains and aircraft. There is no limit to what BMW can do. Deliver luxury without being restricted to BMW produces both vehicles and motorcycles. Beautiful interiors for certain homes. Among the world's best airlines travel on one of the aircraft. The interior design for Singapore Airlines would demonstrate what true meaning is of aviation and include the BART system that is anticipated to be put in place as a replacement for some of the San Francisco trains. Will feature several of BMW's exquisite interior designs. 9. BMW created a Lamborghini of its own. BMW and Lamborghini had an agreement in the 1970s on jointly developing a race car. The agreement went that BMW with the engine and a few suspension components, while Lamborghini handled the rest in chunks, in a circumstance that nevertheless qualifies historical in business transactions. Suddenly, Lamborghini pulled out of BMW. Chose to continue the project on my own, so they went to the factory and created a storied M1, the first of BMW's M series. 10th generation BMW makes many the Cooper and Rolls-Royce automobiles. The automotive sector is one of the most important industries that you can find. This brand is associated with this business. The following is with that business, and it's rather difficult to follow. In a 1994 BMW, a 2-year period, and the Mini brand afterwards. In 2002, it fully purchased the Rolls-Royce trademark, which implies that two of the largest and most well-liked British-German auto manufacturers actually produce cars. BMW was required to pay nearly $40 million. Seeking the rights to the recognizable Rolls-Royce head ornament from Spirit of Ecstasy. We already recorded a video chatting in detail you must know about Rolls-Royce. Observe that number 11 BMW nearly joined 1950s Mercedes. BMW was about to go bankrupt in 1959 for numerous reasons. The Cold War, among other things, would benefit from such a circumstance, yet Mercedes, its enemy, observing the chance, ready to contain its rival Daimler-Benz, Mercedes' parent company, opted to acquire BMW. BMW was adamant not to let that occur, so they made the decision to combat those from personnel at all levels inside the BMW organization began purchasing the shares. Herbert Quant, a guy, was able to protect. He increased his ownership to 50%, and his BMW is still mostly owned by the family. Losing the would not have been enjoyable. Because of their rivalry, BMW and Mercedes, this 12th takeover. BMW didn't create its first automobile. The Dixie, the first BMW automobile, was really Bantam, constructed it in English Austin, and when the US and BID were its son in Japan, Austin created the vehicle it was going to use. It will be utilized with permission by numerous dealerships globally, so to speak. That BMW was the industry leader in its 13 competitors worldwide. Our BMW parts may be moved from one car to another. Another trouble-free BMW automobile is comparable to Legos, since you can remove from a BMW automobile and reassemble it in a different vehicle fully, even if it were a different series. 14 is a suitable number. BMW has a history of participating in April Fool's Day jokes. April 1st is when BMW started its tradition in the 1980s, and ever since, posting odd and frequently amusing things, advertisements, especially in the UK in April, occasionally even on April Fool's Day. BMW Canada participates in the game at number 15. The characteristic front face grills. All BMWs are referred as whenever we view a face, it has kidney grills. When an automobile has grills, we know to look. The kidney grills at a BMW made their appearance in 1933, and since then, they've developed into instantly recognizable as a BMW, complete with having stated that, "We would like to learn which BMW series is Luxor." Selection most accurately captures your ideal car. For those of you who stayed behind, we have one more fact for you at this point. BMW didn't produce the renowned BMW 3.0 Series 29 is one of the, if not one of the most recognizable BMW designs. In fact, the vehicle was put together by BMW in the book Osnabrück by Carmen. Numerous automobiles under each of VW, BMW, we anticipate Mercedes, and even Renault. You guys seem to appreciate our video. Luxor's one among the outstanding and very reputable automakers are what we're seeking for. Looking forward to giving you more exciting luxury industry statistics. I'm grateful you took the time to visit with us. Make sure to subscribe to Lexury so if you want more videos, subscribe to our channel. Selected these videos by hand for you instead. Visit Alex Tranquil for the greatest in luxurious living, the planet's contentment, a constituent of the greatest group of the world's luxury enthusiasts. Tell your account.